How do you think you will fare against the Eastern bot laners once you get to the main stage of World?
I think we will do fine. I wouldn't expect us to get stomped or stomp them. I think we just need to figure out what suits me and Tilly the best. And I think on our particular champs or the things we really practice a lot, we can definitely be world class. So yeah, I think it will be close matches on bot lane at least. Hopefully top set.
Hey guys, this is actually Kang of Korizon Esports, and I am joined by Upset, the bot laner of Fnatic. After they defeat Detonation Focus Me and go 3-0 on Group A of 2022 World Championship play-ins. Hey Upset, thank you so much for joining me. Fnatic obviously has been doing some wonderful things here at the play-in stage. How are you feeling right now?
Yeah, I'm feeling good, but also the game was not the cleanest, I would say. So we have a lot of things to go back to. But considering everything, I'm pretty happy with how the team is playing so far. So yeah, I'm feeling quite good.
Because Fnatic had an amazing showing yesterday, including defeating Evil Geniuses and also you getting pentakill. In which way did you feel like today's game wasn't as clean, and in which ways do you think you could have like executed on your win conditions better?
Our mid laner had like a matchup where we could pressure the enemy mid laner a lot, and Marek is really good at playing these kind of lanes in general. Oh, I mean, he's good at everything, but especially that too. But both of the side lanes ended up dying. We got ganked on board to a Trundle level 3 gank, which is kind of like, you shouldn't be surprised if a Trundle shows up in your lane randomly. Top, I think, got solo kill as well, so it was kind of hurting our early game because we are supposed to be both strong on side, but because we do the mistakes, they managed to like get a lot of early rotations. They could help the mid lane a bit more. They got Herald, so I think that was like the main thing. And then we got caught out a few times, but we also did like good things to come back into the game. I think Ivan had some good kicks and picks, and Marek too. So yeah.
Yeah, so we have been seeing few victors from Humanoid, and overall people have been quite interested to see how the Wells meta will develop. And you've been playing quite a few different AD carries. Yesterday you played Misfortune. We kind of knew that's what's going to happen. You played Callista, and today you played Kaiser. What do you think about the overall state of the bot lane meta right now?
I think it's less focused on hyper carries now, and it's more focused on champs that are a little bit stronger in the lane and uh, can fight a bit more compared to the Zeri, Sivir, Yumi kind of lanes before. It feels like enchanters are slightly worse, or at least the other ones except Yumi, because Yumi still seems to be banned a lot. So I think the meta is a little bit more aggressive, maybe a little bit less carry potential, but more fighting. I would describe it like that.
I remember you smurfing, absolutely smurfing on Zeri during the LEC playoffs, and that was definitely what I would call a bot lane like carry meta. Are you still confident in how the Walls patch and the current meta has adjusted to?
Yeah, definitely. I don't think bot lane is weak or anything. I also think that it suits Hilly quite well, the engaged champions in general, or the playmaking champs. So I'm happy for him that he gets to play some more of his comfort champs compared to the enchanters. And also my top side is also strong. So if bot lane is worse, it doesn't mean we're in a worse spot necessarily.
And if that is okay, I do want to talk about that a bit of a more eventful start that Fnatic had, because you arrived pretty much straight right before the first match, and Hillsong only arrived today. And I wanted to hear from a Fnatic player how hectic the whole situation has been.
Um, yeah, it was pretty unfortunate. I think we tested, like, I got pretty sick, and then Hilly got sick too. And then we tested positive for corona, so we both couldn't fly, and then we had to test like every day and quarantine till we were able to fly. So I managed to test negative and arrive like legit in the night before the match, and then I traveled for like 17 hours or something, like 2 flights, had to wait, had to wake up really early. So I landed, I think I played one game of Champions Queue and then I went to sleep. And then I think I played one game and we didn't scrim at all. Except my team scrimmed with the subs, but I didn't play a single game of scrims. So I was just playing some EU solo queue when I was feeling well enough to play, because I was feeling quite bad. And then I went on stage and we played the 2 games. So yeah.
It sounds like, you were feeling a bit sick and you had to go on this long plane ride and you have to adjust the time zone, and still you're having some amazing performances. In your opinion, what percentage to your like max performance are we seeing on stage right now?
I would say about 75% maybe. I think I think I play quite well, but there's definitely things I can improve. And I think when the competition gets harder, not to say that these players are bad or anything, but there's definitely levels to the top Asian teams if we were to face them in groups. I think I still need to level up my game, because if if I would be right now at my 100% after not scrimming a single game and being sick and not really playing so much as I would like to, then something would be wrong, I think.
Okay, we will definitely look to the 100% upset soon here at World Stage. Speaking of that, Fnatic does look pretty confident finishing as first place in Group A. Of course, we'll have to see more results as it follows. Are you also confident about finishing first on Group A? And if so, what are your thoughts on the group that you're going to be placed once you get to the group stage?
I think I feel quite confident about going 5-0 in our group, but I think we should not be too confident, I would say, because we still have a lot of things we need to improve on, and also get the synergy back that we developed over the year with some scrims, hopefully, after the group stage. The Group A, I think, has the two really good bot lanes, especially Viper and Meiko, but also Gumayusi and Carrier. Probably the two players and Ruler that I like watch the most, or I enjoyed to watch the most. So it's really cool we get to play against them. And yeah, I think it will be difficult, but it will be a great experience.
You know, I have been talking to a few AD carries recently in long form interviews like Ruler and Deft, and they have often mentioned you as the AD carry that they want to face at World Stage. So, not only in Group A, are there particular AD carries that you want to face anywhere within the Worlds tournament? And if so, why?
Yeah, I think I would like to play against Ruler, because last year I played versus him in scrims, and it was pretty fun. And now his team is doing so amazing, and I think he's in amazing form as well. So I would love to play against him. And yeah, like I say, the others too. I think Viper is an amazing player. Gumayusi is also really good, I think. So yeah, it's exciting.
How do you think you will fare against the Eastern bot laners once you get to the main stage of Worlds? Because you put a lot of respect towards the Eastern bot laners.
Um, I think we will do fine. I wouldn't expect us to get stomped or stomp them. I think we just need to figure out what suits me and Tilly the best. And I think on our particular champs, or the things we really practice a lot, we can definitely be world class. So we are just gonna try to get back into that form as soon as possible. Yeah, I think it will be close matches on bot lane at least. Hopefully top set.
I'll look forward to it. And Upset, so we are also really glad to see you playing at Wells and also playing on stage, and New York will be an even bigger stage. What does it mean for you that you are finally here, like going against the international teams, possibly looking to face even stronger bot laners later on in this tournament? What does it mean for you?
Well, before last year, it was like definitely the kind of the dream. But after last year, after everything, the view of Worlds for me got really dark, kind of. It was very difficult to feel excited for this year, because both me and my wife went through such a terrible time. But now I'm just starting to feel that excitement again, especially because I can be here with her and share the experience. So far, I'm enjoying it. I would love to scrim versus more Asian teams, for sure. And I'm getting more excited by the day, I think.
You specifically mentioned Ruler as the 180 carry that you're looking forward to face. Do you have any message to Ruler? He might watch this.
I think it's really good. I think it would be too overconfident to already think about playing versus Ruler when we have Viper, Gumayusi in our group, and
I
even
just
Berserker,
like let any player pick any player at Wells and just give them a message, you know?
Yeah, sure. I enjoy watching your gameplay.
Okay. Any words to fans out there?
Yeah, thank you for supporting us so much. I think this year so far has not been exactly what we have hoped for with this roster, but we continue doing our best, and hopefully we can get to the groups and make it out.
Okay. Thank you so much, and best of luck for the rest of the players.
Oh, thank you.